the next morning. And it'll be nice when I wake up from a sleep again. The trip is here at last, Harmonia. Can't wait. Chapter 14, a fun outing. Oh, I'll actually update my thingamabob to say that now. Let's see here, a fun outing. And I'll update to say chapter 14. Bam, cool, I'll update. Everyone, today is the day for our trip. Hype. You made your preparations. What? What? Still haven't gotten our lunch boxes ready. Typically, not a super big one for me. I could also use some pocket money. I kind of forget between sessions because they take so long between sessions of this playthrough what all my tones for all these characters sound like. My goodness. I should just start rewatching previous parts of my playthrough to remember, like, what tones was I giving them again? I would like to have groomed my wings a bit more for the occasion. Well, seems we're in a bit of trouble. Ampharos, I remember, because Ampharos, for whatever reason, I just picture him as, like, my same tone that I give to Owain in Fire Emblem Awakening and Odin in Fire Emblem Fates. Understood. As soon as you are all ready for our trip, please notify Dedenne. Time being, dismissed. Okay. Go get ready for the trip. Should let Dedenne know when we're ready. Oh, I also talked a little bit about Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon while I was streaming the Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Because in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, you can choose the color of your companion Yoshi, the egg that you get. The amount of time that it takes for it to hatch determines what color you get, and when it hatches will always be at a specific story event. So between when you get it, which is a specific story event, and when it hatches, which is another specific story event, the time that elapses between that determines what color Yoshi you get. So you can set a timer and, like, try to use the knowledge of when the egg is going to hatch, like, since you know what event that is, to time it to get the color that you want. So I made a poll in the Discord server of, like, what Yoshi color are we feeling here? What should it be? And the default color is green, and the hooligans in my community put in, like, a bazillion votes for green, and not as many votes for the other cool niche colors, and I was like, really? Really? Well, green is just the default one that you get for, like, the shortest time period. Like, that's the thing you get if you don't stall. You just play the game. So I'm just gonna play it out, and I'll get green. And I played it out, and I thought I did it fast. And I didn't get green, I got orange. Which had some green on it, on a section. And it had been a while since I saved. I didn't really want to undo that, especially considering I wanted to beat it while I was at Janland, which I successfully managed to do. So I just decided, you know, the last time that a mistake happened, I don't like orange. Orange was not going to be one of my choices either. There wasn't a single vote for orange in the Discord server, and orange is, like, one of my least favorite colors of Yoshi there. I did not really want to go with it. But you know what I thought of? I thought of the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon playthrough here. Take some money out about that whole situation with Chespin, where people are like, oh, like, it's fate now that it's been chosen to be Chespin or your partner Chespin or whatever it was. I was like, no, I have it planned out with, like, my layout here, and, like, I had the plans. I'm sorry, Chespin, but I'm just really not feeling it. Like, Chespin is, I don't like him. I really don't. And I thought of that, and I was like, well, the last time that fate rolled a certain way, I rejected the call to adventure that it presented. This time I'll accept it. So despite the fact that there was 8 votes for green Yoshi, 0 for orange Yoshi, and I don't even like orange Yoshi myself, I think it might be my least favorite color of the Yoshis. I went with it. Stuck it out. I named it Grün, which is German for green, and also the name of a district that I spent some time in Texas, a small German district that actually has a lot of older style buildings, which is really cool. I actually enjoyed my time in Grün, Texas. I named Yoshi after that. And I mean, I don't know if it's exactly the best comparison, because here the people's choice was kind of Chespin. Orange Yoshi is kind of the opposite of the people's choice and my choice, but whatever, that's what happened. Oh, man. The Acoustic Harmonia channel where your voice clearly means nothing sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Harmonia. Ready for the trip? You bet I am. Are you sure? I sure am. Okay then, got it. Looks like everybody else is ready too. I'll let the chief know we're just about ready to leave. Well, Jirachi and Dedenne, the rest of us will be taking our leave. Okay, take care out there, everybody. Aren't Dedenne and Jirachi coming on the trip? I'm in charge of communications, so I'll be holding down the fort. I have my astronomical observations. If I don't stay on top of them, we'll be in trouble. Oh, that's too bad. But I guess it can't be helped if those are your jobs. Yep. Enjoy it a little extra for us. You have enough to eat without me around? I'll be fine, Swirlix, don't worry. Speaking of things to eat, I packed like 4 sandwiches. Well, technically 5 for this event. I've already eaten 3. I have 2 left in the fridge over there. I end up getting hungry. I'll just go over and grab a sandwich. If anything, I'll get bigger portions without you around. Very well then, everyone. Time has come to depart. Any yays. After things while we're away. Got it. Have fun out there. Also, normally I'd be speaking louder when I'm playing games here, but I'm also trying to, like, not get too crazy loud because I know people are trying to sleep. Are we gonna ride on Lapras for our trip? Huh? So many of you. Well, I'll do what I can. Hold tight, everybody. It's gonna get shaky. Whoa, at the beginning of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers. Whoa, I'm getting so dizzy. Me too. Hang in there, everybody. Monia, it's tougher than I thought. We'll be there shortly. Just a little bit longer, everybody. Sure, I'd love to save. That'd be great. Thank you for asking. Oh. Whoosh, whoosh. We have arrived. Ampharos? Where are we? Destination of our trip. Fire Island. Oh, we are here. It is that part of the game. Looks kinda harsh. This is not the kind of trip I was expecting. Alright, everybody. Time for lunch. Swirlix, I'm going to have to disappoint you. First, we'll have some fun climbing a mountain. Lunch will come later. What? Our destination is over there. Peak of that volcano. Make our way there. That looks like a pretty dangerous place. There's lava flowing and everything. Well, it should be fine. I plot out our course to the summit in advance. It seems there are several possible routes. Therefore, let's split into groups. Arkin, Bunnelby, and Swirlix. You will be one group. Next group will be Weasel, Lexus, and Harmonia. Meanwhile, I'd like to ask you to come with me. Understood. Each group will aim for the summit. I'll enjoy our climb to the top. Does Lapras want to join a group? Alright. Please discuss your strategy for reaching the summit with your group. As soon as you're ready, you may leave. Weasel? May I borrow you for a moment? I'll come up with a strategy for snacking on our lunches early. It's not a strategy at all! Weasel, take good care of Klexus and Harmonia. There are many dangerous fire-type Pokemon here. I would like to have left this to Mawile. I was reading it right the first time. She's a steel and fairy-type Pokemon. Fire-type Pokemon are not a good matchup for her. I think for someone as strong as Mawile, type matchups don't really matter. But I understand. I'm a water-type Pokemon. I've got an advantage here, so I can cover for them. Please do. One more thing. You should happen to encounter Entei. Mustn't. I don't know, Chief. I'm not sure if I can make any promises. I want to see what I've got against him. Can't, though. He's too strong. Until the rest of us can get there, please restrain yourself. Got it. I'll do only what I can. Hey, Weasel. What was that all about? Don't sweat it. It was nothing. Let's just focus on enjoying our trip. Okay, let's get to that summit. Yes, let's. Ooh, here it is. It's got a long intro. It's theme. I think I'm pretty good. Right? I can save here before we go in, right? This theme does have a long intro. Which It's like 30 seconds of this, what's this Australian outback sound and theme here? But then once it really gets going, it really gets going. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemon Mystery Dungeon themes just in general. It's a real slapper. And how fitting that as we do this trip to a new land in-game, you're in a very different environment in real life to play it. Ooh, progress device that I'm never going to use. Sweet. Okay. I would love to learn how to play this on piano one day. I think that'd be the coolest thing. Might be really hard, but considering how fast it goes, but I think it'd be really cool. Maybe one day. Oh, no, Skizzer, you just don't. I'm taking your money now. I'm taking your pension, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. I also feel like when I do really, really long streams that make me really tired, like 24-hour charity streams or something like this, the things I say get more and more delirious as it goes on. Okay, Boost is automatically holding that. Nice. So yeah, you can tell kind of where my mental state is at based on the things I end up saying. A little smidge. I've been awake for some time. I mean, 8:09 a.m. I initially slept until 9:30 in my car last night, and I slept in until 10:30, so I was like half awake, half asleep for that. But coming up pretty soon here, I'll have been awake for 24 hours. Maybe not while I'm still streaming Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I might have switched to one of my other playthrough games by then, but we'll see. It's too bad Vulpix isn't a starter in this game. That really sucks to suck. Vulpix is a cool starter Pokemon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, not a general Pokemon star Pokemon. Oh. Kind of being ambushed from both sides here. Hopefully you're just taken out before you can capitalize on that howl. Hopefully. Why do you keep attacking this way? Also, you have your other moves enabled, right? I think you're just not using it because fire type's also the flash fire there. Right? That's the wrong thing. Move settings. Yeah, they're all on. Okay, yeah, I guess there's not much you can do. That's why you're using Side Beam. Because your fire and your psychic type moves would not work. I get you now. There was a time that I did start getting really tired during Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and I genuinely did not know if I could make it through or if I needed to conk out. But thank goodness my body gave up on trying to make me sleepy, so now I'm good. But yeah, I'm thinking that if I do manage to keep on going until 2:30, this is going to be the longest stream I've ever done. So if I get around to doing this 24-hour cherry stream 10, the double digits of doing 24-hour cherry streams on this channel next month, then do I have to one-up this time that I just happened to do a stream that was way longer? And it wasn't even for charity. It was just like, hey, I feel like doing this, so I'm going to do it. I just went ham and did it. It wouldn't be right if the one that was for charity was like shorter or not. I didn't go as ham on. So like, yeah, now I'm starting to wonder if the 24-hour charity stream should be a little bit longer than 24 hours or what I should do, depending on what I feel up to. So, yeah, I don't know. Longest charity stream I ever did was 25 hours. Because time change. So it was 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. There was a time change, so it was really 25 hours. Was the case. Should I shoot for something longer than that? This will be longer than 25 hours. This will be like 26 if I pull this off. Still, I mean... Where? What? Oh, but I'm getting a little bit tired here and there. But I can do it. Probably. Or I might just die mid one of these games. It's always possible. I can't pass out while I'm listening to Fire Island Volcano. This is how to keep me awake 101. This is where things are real cool. It's Fire Island Volcano and it slaps. You are not getting away. I want that experience. And this. Get back. There. There's also something else I was about to say, but I forgot. My brain is kind of fried. So, whatever I was about to say. Use your imagination and just come up with something that sounds like really prophetic. I don't know. Sounds like some incredible sage wisdom is probably what I was about to say. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. Alright, let's say that my body gave up on making me tired. I'm yawning a whole bunch. Maybe never mind. It's fine. It is fine here. If I end up dying, it's not gonna be during Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It'll be during some future game that I switch to after it. Most likely. Because, yeah, I'll probably only do, like, an hour or two of each. My current playthrough games. I mean, my last thing, if I do manage to make it the full time, my last thing is going to be the game that takes, like, the least concentration possible. Pretty sure all the games that I have going on right now take concentration, though. Nothing that is really... What is this? Power Boost X. Oh, okay. Power Boost Y. So let's see here. Sure. Slap that onto there. Wave. Then Force Palm. Need to level these up. It's so weird playing on this on OBS. It is very odd. It has to be said. Nom. Get nommed, nerd. Alright. Alright, time to just start yawning rapidly is what it's time for. Stay awake. Sun over there, I'll get brighter and brighter. Or at least the daylight over there, I'll get brighter and brighter, I should say. More and more people will wake up here. I'll start seeing some monitors coming on behind me. It's still pretty much darkness. What's going on here, huh? Oops, the wrong button. Oh, this isn't even a cutscene. Whatever. My brain's fried. I don't need, like, a progress device or anything. I don't need those. Okay. I had to bother that too, sure. I don't think I can save here. Is there input delay? Why is my start button not working? Is that one not assigned? Or I guess I just press X. There's that. Let's continue. Alright, let's continue jamming out to some Fire Island Volcano here. Ooh. Max Elixir, cool. Growlithe picked up the Tiny Reviver Seed. I would like that. I'd like that Blast Seed too. It might actually come a decent bit in handy. What's this? Distance dodge. Okay. I don't know. Electros gets it. Yeah, I did try to sleep at a semi-strategic time. Not last night, because last night was the one I stayed up, but, you know, the night before that. And the night before that, like when I was packing up for the LAN to come and bring all my equipment here the following day, oh, you might have the thing. I tried to sleep in a long time, so I would be very rested by the time I got to this event. So the day before the event, holy crap. I got a lot of sleep. When I had my 6 hours sleep in my car. No, that is a very different thing. My 6 hours sleep in my car wasn't the worst. I couldn't do anything like that during JanLAN because it would have been way too cold outside. So I had to sleep in the venue. And what I did during JanLAN is this chair I'm in. It folds back to basically flat. So I just basically brought that back flat and I tried to sleep in it. But as I found out, it is really hard to sleep. Your legs bent at 90-degree angles. It just does not feel right. I just could not sleep for the life of me. I slept better back in my car. But it was a pretty hard surface. I initially had 2 blankets I basically used as a glorified mattress. But it was cooler than I thought. It's still in early spring here. So I ended up using 2 as actual blankets instead of 2 as a mattress. That was the case. So the surface was a bit harder than it would have otherwise been. So it wasn't exactly super nice on my joints. I should have gone right for that. Whoops. Oh well. That wasn't super nice on my joints, and I'm a little bit achy from that. That wasn't the worst thing ever. I kind of struggled to get to sleep at first because of that, but once I got to sleep, I actually slept pretty pleasantly. And because it's still early spring and not super warm out, unlike when I slept in my car in Fragapalooza 2022, it didn't heat up to as much of a furnace during the time that I was still in there. I woke up before it got like super duper heated. Of course, as I was sleeping in, it was like, okay, now it's starting to get pretty darn warm in my car here. And I would have really liked to just sleep in the back of my truck. A tent that I'd pitch up where I wouldn't have to worry about it's suddenly getting like super warm and like that, I'd be just fine. And that's what I did during Fragapalooza last year. Is I just set up a tent in the box of my 70-year-old truck. I didn't even notice this thing over here. Well, I did, and it was actually really comfortable sleeping conditions. But my truck's been broken down for a while. I've probably mentioned that at some point during the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon series here, with how on and off this has been over the past like couple months. Probably mentioned at one point. The part that was broken is the carburetor, which is the thing that injects fuel into the engine, so that's a sign that you need to not be broken. And it was leaking fuel. So, yeah. Drive it, but only as a fire hazard. It's drivable, but you can only drive it once, you could say. One of those kinds of situations. So, after investing $450 trying to fix my current carburetor by basically Frankensteining together a whole bunch of different carburetor parts. Replace Poison Guard. Get a whole bunch of payback on there. After investing that much to no avail and it not working, I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy a fully rebuilt one. Shell out $1,300 Canadian to get one imported from the States fully rebuilt. I got in earlier last week. It leaks fuel in the exact same way as the one that I Frankenstein together. I'm forced to have it from playing Paper Mario for the last 31 hours here. So, I would have really gladly taken that to this event, pitch up the tent in the back and slept back there and laid out a whole mattress that I would have space for in the back. But, alas, it was not meant to be. The truck is still broken down, and I'm not entirely sure how to fix it since both those carbs are leaking the same way, so it's like, is there an issue with both these carbs? What's going on? It sounds like the manufacturer is sending me another one, and we'll see if that one works, or if there's a problem somewhere else, or if I can fix the problem in the one that they sent me, and it's just a mess. So that's something I'm going to be dealing with for the next couple weeks after this event is through. Well, and after I'm caught up on sleep after this event. So, yeah, would have gladly done that, but I ended up with the car instead, which also I can briefly show here. Posted in the photos channel in Discord. So my sleeping accommodations wasn't actually the worst thing ever. I turn on, I forgot that OBS was over here. And here's a bunch of music and stuff that we were doing through and looking up guides of that was in your door. Yeah, it actually wasn't the worst conditions. But yeah, this one here is the one that's currently on my lap, and I use as like a secondary blanket here. And one of these blankets has been kind of donated to cousins' kiddos for them to be all comfortable in. So one less that I could use as a pillow / blanket for myself. So was whoops, that's what? Why? There we go. Jeez. So yeah, it was a little bit cool at first, but yeah, it wasn't the worst conditions. It was pretty okay.